Welcome to another Patch Notes overview, this time for 3.6 Escape from the Underworld. This patch introduces the newest SMITE goddess, Jingwei, and is the start of the Escape from the Underworld event. Let's take a look at the new skins coming out in this patch. Odin is getting a new Tier 4 panda-themed skin with Pandemonium. Odin isn't just dressed up as a panda, he really is a panda. Even his ring of spears becomes bamboo in the skin. Both Neith and Vamana see new Tier 2 skins, and RELIC gets her updated Mastery skins. This patch also introduces the Escape from the Underworld event. Hades has brought the arena into the Underworld, and players will have to duke it out in a bonus round of sudden death after each game. We're also bringing a bunch of new skins and items in this event, some of which can be unlocked through special event quests. The mastermind behind it all, Hades, is getting a Grim Wraith skin in this event. The skin features new dark effects that spark, which fits with his demonic cyber look. Guan Yu is also getting a new skin in this event, Grim Horseman. Not only does he get the same makeover as Hades, but his horse is also given the cyber treatment. Moving on to item changes, Genji's Guard no longer provides crowd control reduction and instead gives a 10% cooldown reduction. It also gets a new passive that reduces cooldowns when you take magical damage. Oni Hunter's Garb's passive now regenerates every 10 seconds in or out of combat. Spectral Armor also has a new passive that allows you to Ghost Walk for 4 seconds after activating a relic. Emerald Talisman, Stone of Gaia, and Shifter's Shield all see reduced costs. And finally, Soulstone sees an increase in additional magical power. There are a handful of god balance changes this patch as well. Agni is seeing a base attack speed increase, Apollo's So Beautiful has a reduced mana cost and cooldown, and his Across the Sky is also seeing a reduced mana cost. Chang'e's Moonflower Dance is seeing an increase in healing and damage. Hell's Hinder is seeing an increased slow, and Cleanse is getting an increased crowd control immunity. Odin's Ring of Spears sees a cooldown increase, and Scylla gets a few buffs this patch. Sikkim gets increased magical scaling, and Crush sees an increased damage. And finally, Sylvanas' Nature's Grasp gets both a reduced cooldown and reduced mana cost. And last, but certainly not least, it's time to introduce the newest goddess in SMITE, Jingwei, the Oathkeeper. This Chinese hunter may look young, but she's determined to prove her might on the battleground. Her passive is called Rapid Reincarnation and allows Jingwei to take off when leaving the fountain and fly above the map for 5 seconds. Her first ability is Persistent Gust, which, you guessed it, is a rather persistent gust of wind. It deals damage and knocks up enemies who step into the wind, but can also knock up Jingwei if she walks into the area, giving her an attack speed buff. Explosive Bolts is her second ability, where she fires off explosive bolts off of her next 3 basic attacks. These bolts have a wider attack spread and increased critical chance. Her third ability is Agility. Jingwei dashes forward and can use this ability when she's mid-air for a longer range dash. Finally, her ultimate is called Airstrike, where she flies forward, covering the area in explosions that deal damage to all enemies below. She then hovers in the sky for 2 seconds before landing. Well, that wraps up this patch notes overview for Escape from the Underworld. You can read the entire patch notes on SMITEgame.com or click on the annotation to see the patch notes show.